Hey Zaza, welcome. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hey Tamara, how are you doing? Hun. Good. What are you up to, guys? How's everyone's day been? It's nice to see you on here tomorrow. My day's been good, thank you. Welcome everyone. If you're here, say hi in the chat. That's so funny. It probably feels like we're on FaceTime, but I can't hear you. Only through the ethers. Hey Shaji, welcome. Guys, let me know where you're coming from in the world. Do you know Stray Kids? Only because people keep telling me that I look like someone from Stray Kids. But other than that, no. I've never seen it. Hey Sebi, hi Bryony. Hey Slavis. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, guys. It's hard for me to read these names sometimes. Hey random shites. Welcome everyone. How's everyone's evening going? Whereabouts in the world are you coming from? Let me know. I am well, thank you. Thanks for asking. Yes, I am from England. Hey Ahmed, welcome back. Hey Stephen, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Australia. Let's go, Amy. Quantum entanglement manifesting. Yes. Is that what we're talking about tonight, Stephen? What is Stray Kids? I don't know. I'm guessing it's like some kind of... I think it's a K-pop thing, but there's been so many people that keep telling me I look like someone from Stray Kids. And people keep telling me I look like Celine Dion and also Mona Lisa. Which I find hilarious. Why are your lips glossy? Because I have a lip balm. What is playing on the background? It's music. Can you see that? It's like a meditative kind of vibe. Good for my soul. Yes, Stephen. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Whereabouts are you? Amy Louise Dion is Stan. Lol, Tamara. Come on, guys. How many days until Christmas? I don't know the answer to that. Let me put some brightness on this thing. That's better. Okay, guys, I have a question for you. Let me know in the chat what you think. Do you think that we chose our life before we came to Earth? Or do you think that it's just random? Let me see if I can wipe this to make it cleaner. Bit better, innit? Thank you, Zaza. Appreciate it. Hi, Srikanth. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, everyone. If you're joining, say hi. If you're here. Oh, okay. This music is called... I literally typed in YouTube. I don't even know what I typed in, but it says Discover Higher Self, 963 Hertz meditation music to access divine guidance. And it looks like this. Okay, guys. Someone said there's nothing to choose. This is just a dream. Make the most of it. Perhaps there'll be another dream in another world. Someone else said no, we didn't choose. Stephen, it's not written. It's the stars, your life. We are the gods, quantum entanglement. I personally do believe that we chose our lives. Okay. Main Curiosity says, was just thinking about this. Maybe we choose to learn something here, but not the outcome of our lives. Yes. I believe that we choose things that we want to learn before we come in, and then we make like a contract. And this is from watching near-death experience videos. Guys, oh my god, I talk about this all the time, but if you go onto YouTube and type in near-death experience videos, there's also a channel called The Other Side, NDE, which I love to watch. There's lots of channels, like Shaman Oaks also has one, where he literally interviews lots of people that have had near-death experiences. And it's so fascinating to me because there's a lot of agreements. There's a lot of agreement in the near-death experience realms that we do, in fact, choose to come here. We choose what we want to learn. And I think it's actually kind of, the possibilities are kind of endless, like how much we want to choose. So maybe some people decide that they want to choose things like, I want to learn how to set boundaries or something, or I want to learn what the importance of love or something like that, or the importance of something, and maybe their life is less, that they've chosen less things, but also Some people are just choosing a lot of different things. I think it's really interesting. Stephen says, reincarnation, sometimes you come back to the same family. Yeah, some people saying the near-death experience the video is actually that they experience going over to the other side, and then they will meet like their mum, the soul of their mum, and then they realize that they've been in many lifetimes with their mum's soul, but they switched. It's like the last lifetime before that, they were their mother's daughter. No, sorry, they were their mum's mum. They like switch places. Oh, Tamara, you love NDE videos. I didn't know that. We choose to learn things to elevate our souls to the next level, maybe. Yes, I do believe that's what it is. Soul expansion. Earth is just a school. We come here to experience the challenges of being a human. Guys, if you spam, I'm going to time you out. Just so you know. I'm answering questions that I actually feel inspired to answer. What do you think you chose to learn this lifetime? I definitely chose to learn how to cultivate self-love, boundaries, to learn how to I think self-love and like confidence. And because when I was younger, I went through this whole experience where I just lost all my confidence and all my self-esteem, and I had really bad social anxiety. And so part of my spiritual journey has been healing that and then teaching others. And to do that, I have had to just learn so much. I also think to learn the importance of inclusivity, which, yeah, there's so many things. What about you, Tamara? What do you think you chose to learn? And everyone else here, what do you think? What do you guys think? If you imagine that you did choose your life, what do you think, looking back on your life so far, you chose to learn before you came in here? Okay, Hireshikesh, sorry if I said that wrong. Is there a higher power that has the ability to guide us? Personally, I think 100% yes. Because as I've been on my spiritual journey, I have been tuning in with God, my higher self, my spirit team. As more recently I have been calling them, because as I have deepened my journey, I feel like my relationship with my spiritual team has become a lot more clear. And like, I really feel them, and I really see their guidance. I feel like they're always with me, especially when I call them in. So yes, I do think there's a higher power that has the ability to guide us. Someone says how to fill questions with inspiration to be answered. I mean, choose questions you feel inspired to ask, and maybe that will light up my inspiration. Did you ever learn calculus? No. I also think that one of the things I learned to come in to do was to learn how to, like, find my own unique gifts. But I think this is something that we all have, is like finding what it is that you are uniquely good at naturally, and then using that for your own purpose and the purpose of the rest of the planet to serve. Okay, Stephen, it's a circle. The universe doesn't know what it is. We all connected, giving biological knowledge back to source. Period. Main curiosity, has anyone ever told you about your past life? I think I was my mum's mum in my past life. Wow. No one's ever told me about my past life. No. No. How to stop trembling the body in front of so many people. So I'm guessing you feel socially anxious. I used to get that when I had really strong social anxiety, and I used to, in certain situations, just like freeze, and my whole body would go into a panic, and it would start trembling and sweating. So that was fun. But I've massively healed that now, and it doesn't happen as much now, which is great. And if it does start to happen, I have a really good control over it, and I'm able to kind of calm it down, not let it take over me. Okay, main curiosity, I think I choose to learn to let go of fear and judgment. Yes. Okay, Tom, when are you saying we choose our life? Well, just before we are born, I guess. When we are on the other side, in the heavenly realms. There's actually a lot of evidence to say that we do choose our life. If you look into near-death experiences, past life regressions, out-of-body experiences, like, there's so much data online, and probably in books as well, for like from hundreds of years ago. I already said past lives. There is a lot of data to suggest that we do actually choose our lives before we come in here. And even just spiritual teachers that are tapped in, a lot of them say the same thing. Like Till Swan. I'm good, Kendall, thank you. How are you? As a Native American, I think I was placed on Earth to help one believe in themselves, to adapt and live on Mother Earth. I love that for you. Beautiful. Yes. Someone said you have spirit guides. Yes, I believe we all have spirit guides. Thank you, Snoop. Appreciate you. Who is your spiritual team? I don't know who. Like, they're just, it's like they're energetic beings. And also, I believe that our spiritual team is actually us, because on the other side, we are all one. So it is just like fragments of the ultimate source. So it's all just us anyway. But the way that I interact with them is like my angels. Well, I call them my angels. I'll tune in with my angels for different things than my spirit guides, but I sometimes just call them all in at once. Or I'll just be like, God, angels, spirit guides, higher self, I am inviting you in now. Like, please be with me. Thank you for guiding me. Always do this before my lives. And sometimes when I have like a breakthrough, I will literally see in my mind's eye my spirit guides like jumping up and down, celebrating. Happens a lot. You believe in rebirth and past life? How? Well, interesting you asked that, because I wrote this down this morning, something that came to me during my morning sun gazing meditation. And I was thinking about how life is so we live in this universe that is basically a fractal universe. If you observe nature, you start to see fractals everywhere. And then especially if you do like any psychedelics, you'll see the fractal. It's like you start to see the fabric of reality, and it's all like made out of fractals. And this also manifests into our physical form. And it's also manifested into just like the patterns of our spiritual life. So if you think about like our life is, we have birth and we have death. So this is one of the patterns that is seen across all of nature, the pattern of death and rebirth. And so this is happening not just on a large scale, but on a smaller scale, and then a smaller scale than that, a smaller scale than that. So we have our major like life and death in our physical form, which is our obviously happening in like in our human life. But then if you zoom into that human life, we also have smaller versions of death and rebirth. So we're constantly going through this cycle of death and rebirth, and you can see it in so many ways. Like going to sleep at night is like a mini death, and then waking up in the morning, you're reborn again. The same as the woman's menstrual cycle is also a death and rebirth cycle. Go through all the seasons. The creative cycle is a death and rebirth cycle. We're constantly shedding in order to create the next version of ourselves. This is happening to us all the time. So we die many, many times before we actually die. It's just that we don't die physically, like our whole body doesn't die physically, but we're spiritually shedding all the time. And that's why when we go through periods like the dark night of the soul, or we are going through really difficult times in our life, it is because we're going through a death. And death can be very spiritually, it can feel quite challenging, because it's the reason why it feels so challenging is because like if we're suffering a lot through it, it's because we're not able to accept. It's because we're resisting what's happening. So when we learn to let go and we learn to really allow for whatever is coming up in the internal world in that moment, to accept whatever pain we might be feeling through these shedding moments, then it becomes a lot easier. Same as when we pass on to a new life. If we are resisting death, then it's going to be a lot harder. That's why I think there's a lot of people that are literally death doulas for their jobs. Their whole job is to help people let go a lot easier. Same thing with psychedelics. It's like and they compare like DMT experiences, for example, to going through a death, because you are literally shedding all of your conditioning, all of your everything that you're identified with, you completely shed it. And so it's like you're going through a death, an ego death. And so a lot of people will try to cling to this realm when they are on like DMT or mushrooms, psychedelics. And people like Terence McKenna, or just people that are in the psychedelic realm that do psychedelics a lot, will say about how you have to surrender. You have to surrender and let go in order to have a easier experience. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard on you. And this is literally a symbol for our everyday life. I'm going to do some experiments with manifestation. I'll let you all know if it's successful. Thank you, Monkway. Let us know. Zaza. That's jokes. Hey Tim, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Yes, acceptance is the key. Okay, someone said when you die, only your external body dies, not your internal spirit, as it's energy, and energy can't be destroyed in any form, so death is ultimately truth and not final destination. Yeah. Agreed. I see you, Tim. I said hey. Hey, Mafilesi? Did I say that wrong? Mafilesi? Hey. Did you just wake up? I actually did. I had a nap. So, not just wake up, but I did have a nap this evening. Okay, I have a question for you guys. This is a question that will help you to figure out what it is that you're meant to be doing here on Earth, okay? If money didn't exist, if money was not there was no need for money or whatever, what would you spend your life doing? Let us know in the chat. And if you've just arrived, say hi. Welcome yourself. Monkway, spiritual development. Yes, love that. Being happy, right? I would never work again. Wander around, so you're an explorer moving bread. A traveller? Maria says traveling. Ryan, what I'm doing now. What are you doing now? Search for a beautiful girl like Amy. I'll be spending my life teaching people good and bad in the world. You're a teacher. Manifesting, connecting with aliens. Nice. Raising the next generation. Yes. Did you hear about Naruto? Yeah. Oh. Bless me. Okay, guys, whatever answer you got, you need to start doing that thing more, okay? Even if it's just a little bit. Whatever the thing is that you want to spend your life doing, do it more. Find a way to do it. Cricket and exploring the world. What's your favourite book to read on all these alternative subjects? Oof. It's really hard for me to pick a favourite, honestly. One of my favourite books is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I've read that many times in the last 10 years. Both of them. I also love to read The Gene Keys. Guys, The Gene Keys is so good. The Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. It's like this whole book where he wrote about the whole spectrum of human consciousness and all these different archetypes that show up in our experience. Oh, it's so good. Other ones, notable books. I'm currently reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, the Penguin edition. It's very good. Very good. I love that. Okay. Someone said, ma'am, how to recover from a lot of trauma from childhood and still 27 years of still thinking whether I should study hard and get my dream career or do some jobs and live a life that I never desired for. I mean, there's many ways to heal your trauma. It really depends, like, what it is that is unresolved. This is something that I also do one-to-one, guys, is help people to heal these things by going deeper with shadow work and meditation, spiritual practices. So if you do feel called to work with me one-to-one, then my email's in the description. But you basically need to get to the root of these traumas. You also need to give yourself compassion. Traumas create these, when we go through trauma as a child and it's unresolved, it creates these limiting beliefs that we hold in our subconscious. And these limiting beliefs are deeply rooted in all of our subconscious, and they are holding us back from really manifesting, holding us back from creating the life that we really want. And so you need to find those root beliefs, those limiting beliefs, and those unhealed parts of yourself, these aspects of yourself that are kind of stuck in the past, and you need to retrieve them, bring them up to the surface, and work with them. And this is what I do in the one-to-one sessions. Yes, Zaza, your comments are visible. It's really surprising for me that a foreigner is asking deep philosophical questions like you. Actually, I used to be a lot spiritual and philosophical at the time. Okay. So that's interesting. Yes, Tim. Are you not hearing me? Yeah, I can see your comments, guys. I think to change subconscious, you need to consciously practice your feared areas, as your brain believes only in action. It's part of it, definitely. I'm from the UK. Hey, Supersonic Supernova, what a beautiful name you have. Welcome. I'm 30. I am a theist. I do believe in God. What is the difference between atheists and agnostics? I think atheist is when... Isn't atheist where you just don't believe in God? Whereas agnostic is like... questions it. Open. How to be spiritual? Well, spirituality has nothing to do with belief and everything to do with your state of consciousness. So if you want to become more spiritual, you have to start working on your state of consciousness. Be in the present moment. Can you give reasons that God exists? Because we're here? I think that when you look around in nature, you see the infinite intelligence that underlies all phenomena. And that to me is God. Everything to me is an expression of source consciousness. And I think when you start to notice that everything is so intricately designed, it's not an accident. Like all the patterns in nature being so perfectly orchestrated, the mathematics that humans can barely even comprehend that creates our universe. I think that's God. And I also think that when one starts to have a relationship with God, that's when you can really start to believe. Like, I didn't really believe in God when I was younger. I was kind of agnostic. And then when I started to invite God in the universe, or just when I first started, I wouldn't really use the word God because I had some resistance to the word God because of the conditioning around Christianity that I had, and I didn't really believe in it. But as I started to really invite God in and start to open up myself to the intelligence of the universe, then I started to experience miracles, and it's opened me up to realizing that God exists, because my prayers are always answered. I'm always being guided. I'm always being... Okay. So is consciousness inside and outside of us? I think both. It's inside everything. I do believe everything is consciousness. Everything is just a manifestation of God. Michael Williams says, I love hugging trees. Welcome back, Michael. Nice to see you again. I love hugging trees as well. The other day I was in the forest and I went around and just like said hello to as many trees as I could. It was a really fun experience. I don't believe in a magic man in the sky. I don't believe that God is separate from us. I believe that we are expressions of source. And someone said you opened yourself up and invited him? Yes. I don't think God or any deity or someone even like Jesus can, like, that we have to invite them in for them to give us guidance and help. Otherwise our consciousness is completely elsewhere. I don't have Pinterest, but I do have Instagram. So my Instagram handle is the same as my YouTube handle. Amy Louise Samp. So you're more spiritual than religious? Yes, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. I don't follow any specific religions. Good book, The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Yes. I'm not really a fan of Eckhart Tolle. He's too new an age for me. The Power of Now. You know, actually, Eckhart Tolle is influenced by Marcus Aurelius. He quotes him quite a lot, which is how I started reading meditations, because one time Eckhart Tolle was quoting Marcus Aurelius, and I was like, interesting. And now, yeah, I love the teachings. So if you're spiritual more than religious, then why use the word God at all? It just feels right to me. Or source is a good one. I love the word source. But usually when I'm actually directly talking to God, I will say God. Do you know what the precessional effect is? No. What is that, my love? Where are you from? I'm from England. Amy, what's the difference between religious and spiritual? Don't really know. Do you know what? I think that I was saying this in my live yesterday, how the word religion actually comes from the Latin word religio, which means to bind with God. So really, I think it's the same thing. But I think the term religion now has become about following a specific set of guidelines, I guess, for spiritual purposes. But sometimes people are religious, but they're not really that spiritual, and it's more for maybe their moral compass or more structure in their lives. Whereas I'm more open. I don't like too much structure spiritually. I'm very much more of an explorer of the realms. Everyone's different, you know. Yes, religion is something you follow without questioning, whereas spiritual being is awakened thoughts through questioning. You know, I do have some religious friends that actually are also questioning a lot, you know, so it depends on the person. Some people are religious, or they might be Christian, and they also are open to spiritual practices. Do you pray to God? Yes, I do. As soon as I wake up, I say thank you. The first thing I do, I wake up and I say, thank you for another beautiful day on earth, in this body. Thank you for the opportunity to take one step towards my dreams. Thank you for another opportunity to express myself. Thank you for another opportunity to connect. Thank you. I'm constantly saying thank you all throughout the day. Keeps me in high vibration. I pray when I eat. I pray when I drink. I connect with the elements. I ask for guidance. Spiritual means live without fear of anything. Interesting. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think the spiritual aspect of ourselves is never in fear, always in a state of love. Our higher self resides in the present moment where fear doesn't exist. If you're enjoying this live, guys, I invite you to like it. It really helps my channel. And also, if you enjoy and you want to watch more in the future, then please do subscribe. Trying to get to 2K, my next goal. And how do we connect with it with higher frequency? Okay, so one of the things that is, well, the major thing that is holding us back from connecting with our higher frequency is limiting beliefs and patterns. But there's many things that you can do to connect with a higher frequency. You can look at it in a holistic way. So there's things that you can do on an emotional level, there's things that you can do on a physical level, and there's things that you can do on a mental level to connect to your higher frequency. And so if we're looking at it from the physical perspective, and it's all connected, of course, everything's all connected, you know, the physical is a manifestation from the spiritual. And so we can use our mind to direct our consciousness. We can start to actually direct the mind in a way that is intentional, the intention to raise our frequency. And we can ask ourselves, this is what I do all the time. If I notice myself feeling a bit low or feeling something, I'll ask myself what I need. Sometimes I might need, and my intuition always knows what I need. So sometimes I need to be in water, for example. Water's really good for helping you connect with your emotions. And sometimes I need to exercise. Something that raises your frequency is moving your body. Allowing stagnation to be cleared through movement. You can also become aware of what you're consuming. So this can be on a physical, again, level, or on a mental level. What are we feeding our mind? If you're waking up in the morning and you're tuning in with the news of the earth, which is largely negative, then you are more likely to be in a low frequency for the rest of the day. So one thing that I do to keep my vibration high is I am very, very, very vigilant about my mornings. I heard someone say once that the morning is the childhood of your day. And so how you set up your morning is going to have an effect on how the rest of your day goes. And so in the morning, I make sure that I, first of all, take deep breaths when I wake up. And then I say thank you. It starts my day off in a state of gratitude. And I write my gratitude journal. And I'm very particular with what I am consuming throughout the day. So I don't really watch the news. I consume a lot of enlightening spiritual content, something that I'm just interested in. I consume healthy foods for the most part, apart from if I feel like I need to experience something, then I'll do that sometimes. If I want to experience something else other than healthy food, that's okay sometimes for me. And I will also do a lot of spiritual practices in order to purify my mind, clear out whatever is not serving me, beliefs. And this is what I do during my one-to-one sessions. And by the way, guys, I've opened up 4 spaces for next week. So if you're interested, anyone that wants to go really deep into their subconscious and practice shifting these patterns that we're speaking about, then send me an email and we can work together. If you're feeling the call, the inner call. I'm not watching the football matches, no. Are you on Instagram? I am on Instagram. It's Amy Louise Samp, the same as my YouTube handle. You can find me there. Follow me. I post on Instagram different things than I post on YouTube. You just reminded me that I do want some water. People ask me to say bottle of water all the time. I never do it. Guys, my psychic senses recently have been coming online a lot. Has anyone else been experiencing this? A lot of psychic phenomena. Something I'm realizing is that I'm actually quite psychic. And I never used to realize this when I was younger. And the older I get, the more psychic I get. Hey, Hannah. Welcome, my love. Welcome back. Is anyone here returning? Let me know in the chat if you've been here before. What's your psychic sense about me? Hannah. I don't know. It's not so much like, okay, I could say, but I don't necessarily want to say right now here. I feel like it's better for me to, especially in the one-to-ones, it's really useful for me because I'm very intuitive when it comes to someone is telling me about the things that are keeping them stuck, and I can really intuitively pick up on something that is deeply rooted in there. I also have a really good ability to connect with people telepathically. Like, it still sounds so weird, but like, I communicate with people on a telepathic level quite a lot, and they don't even realize that it's happening. For example, I might invite someone to give me a call, or I might invite someone to come to see me, and they do, and they don't realize that I'd sent them a mind message. And I always say, oh, you got my mind message. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I was just sending you a mind message. and then they call me or they text me, or like one time I was in the garden. My brother was in the house and I was about to call him and say, like, come hang out with me. And I was like, actually, let me just send him a mind message. So I was like imagining my brother coming out of the house and walking down to see me. And I was like imagining him wanting to come and see me. And then literally like 2 minutes later, he walks out the house and I'm like, oh, James, you got my mind message then. I was literally just sending you a mind message to come hang out with me. And he did. So funny. And I think me and my friend played a telepathy game the other day. I don't know if you're in here, James, but if you are, wagwan. And we were playing telepathy games the other day and we were sending each other mind messages and we were picking up each other's mind messages and it was like blowing our minds. It was so fun. So I really encourage people to try telepathy games and start. Okay, something I learned from Neville Goddard is if you want someone in your life to like be attracted to you, for example, you have to imagine that they are attracted to you, or if you want someone to call you, imagine that they are really wanting to call you. Like you actually have to like imagine yourself coming out of your body and into their body and then actually seeing and believing and feeling them like giving you a call or wanting to call you. It works. Also puts you in a state of empowerment, because instead of being like, oh, I want them to call me and they're not going to call me, which is a lot of the time what we're doing, we end up putting ourselves into this state of course this person wants to call me. Why would they not want to call me? I, am loved by them and they are drawn to calling me. So you become this magnetic energy. That wasn't, it's, I was actually walking, like when I was driving today, I was looking at people, and every time I looked at people, I would get like an impression on them. And I'm like, I wonder if these impressions are actually true, because I want to start testing this out. Like, I look at someone and I feel like I get a whole impression of their energetics. Like, Hannah, you asked me, like, what impression do I get from you, like, psychically? And it's hard because, like, this is like something that I'm newly testing out, but I'm only going off your handle and, like, the things that you say, so I'm not, like, actually seeing you. But in my psychic realm, like, in my imagination, I do imagine you to be a very, like, light and kind of playful energy. And quite like a youthful soul. Joyful. How do we manifest something very quickly? The way that you need to manifest something quickly is by removing any beliefs that are in contradiction to the thing that you want to get. Once we are able to remove the beliefs, the things will manifest a lot quicker. It's like, but you have to notice what beliefs are in contradiction to you in contradiction to you having the thing that you want. So you can do this by, when you visualize yourself having what it is that you want, you might notice yourself finding it really hard to visualize because there's some blocks, right? There's some like resistance coming through that you're just like, but that's not going to happen, or there's some limiting beliefs there. So you want to, whilst use your visualizations to become aware of anything that is blocking you, and then you need to shift the beliefs. And this is what I do in my one-to-one sessions. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck with something, and you want to go into it a lot deeper, then you can email me if you feel called. Are you a teacher? Yes, I am a teacher. Teacher of the spiritual realms, healing, guiding. Hannah, did I get it right? What I said about you? I'm playful too much and I always try and bring on my innocence, so I guess that's my childish youthfulness. Yes. Okay, I was right about that then. People call me bubbly. Oh my god, this is so fun. I want to do this with more people now. But it's also like, okay, I told you some of the things that I pick up that are like gifts, you know, but there's also things that I find I can see shadows in people. I'm not going to say like what shadows, you know, this is more things that I would go into with one-to-ones. It's like I have a very good sense. This is why I do one-to-ones with people, is because I have a very good sense at what it is in their shadow that is stuck. And so it's really helpful for people when they're trying to find limiting beliefs. I'm quite good at like knowing what they are. And as I teach others and through my ability intuitively to pick up on other people's shadows, it helps them to also pick up on their own shadows, because it's like they'll learn through the process that I'm taking them through. Jakey Kumar, Miss, you are the fragrant evening in the air. You are the glass overflowing with love. I carry your memories hidden in my heart. That's why you are the second name of my life. That was beautiful. That lit my whole body up. Thank you. I feel that. Beautiful words, so poetic. I'm gonna have to screenshot that actually, for my own pleasure. I'm scared of death, no one will remember me. Then start creating art, honey. Leave your imprint on this earth. It will be here forever. Also, can I just say that even after we die, like our influence lives on forever through the next generations. Our DNA gets passed on as well. Also, you're not actually going to die, so it's okay. Your consciousness will continue. Watch near-death experience videos, HS, and it might help you to lift out of your fear of death. I used to watch one every day, and now I'm fully convinced. Are these your eyes or the ocean? I feel like I'm drowning in them, but I can't swim. You make me laugh. These are my eyes. Yes, Hannah in London. Sorry, I say Hannah, but would you prefer me to call you Hannah Lucy, like your full name? I tend to shorten people's handles a lot. Have you done a master's? No. Just mastering life, baby. Hi, Reggie. Welcome. Love you, Amy. Oh, people never even ask me that anymore. It used to get to me when I was a little girl, but now I don't mind. It's like we're bestie. Oh, Hannah Lucy. If you want me to call you your full name, then please, I will. Do you like to draw? I do like to draw. I love to draw, actually. I'm glad that you like the music. Hi, Leviosa. Sohan, do you remember me? I'm not sure. Are you a returner? If so, welcome back. Do you like matcha latte? Not really. I have yet to find a matcha latte that I liked, so maybe someone could put me on. My day was good, thank you, Tim. Lord, just call me Crystal. Okay, welcome, Crystal. Thank you for joining. We're still waiting to see those designs you said you drew in that sketchbook. Oh, where is my sketchbook? I think it might be here somewhere. I'll get it. I'll show you some things. If I can find. Where is it? Oh! Okay, let me show you some of my sketches, guys. Just for fun. Just for the fun of it. I like showing my art. Hang on, let me put you here. Okay, so I'll show you some stuff that I made. Here's one. Some little mini ones here. Cute. Love her. One there. Very cute. Okay, this one, pretty sick. What else we got? I don't know if there's anything else in here, really. Okay, I'll show you another sketchbook that I have. Sketches. It says the dark helps us identify the light. With a little wolfie. Inspired by someone else's art on Pinterest. Okay, this one I fucking love. I don't mind what happens. Eckhart Tolle quote. I don't mind what happens. I love her. I fucking love her. And then we have slow down in big retro letters. Some random squiggly lines. And we have this random lady here. I love her. And we have another random lady here. And then I have one that I haven't finished. Another mushroom lady. I could love psychedelic art. And I have a lot more art, but these are just the only 2 sketchbooks I have with me here right now. So now you know. How long does it take you to do the sketch? I mean, the little ones in this little book, probably a few hours, maybe a couple hours. I don't know. It depends. Depends which ones, like this one maybe. Like a couple hours. It really depends, honestly. I have another one here. It says, why do art if it makes no money? Why do art if it does not bring attention, accolades, or validation, or self-worth? And then I said, fuck validation. Worth is not tied to anything material or external. Worth is given just by being. And then I love this little girly with her warrior hat. Yes, Art Nouveau. I love Art Nouveau. So yeah. And in the beginning of my sketchbook, it says, I set the intention to use art as a spiritual practice, as a ceremony to bring more consciousness onto the and presence onto the planet. And so it is. This is a prayer that I say to myself every day before I come on live. I set the intention to bring more consciousness onto the planet with my presence. And so it is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my art showcasing. How does it feel to live stream? I'm new to YouTube. I love being live. It suits me. Honestly, I love chatting to all of you guys about spiritual stuff. So much fun. Right? I also love to teach spiritual concepts, so I'm in my element, honestly. Do you like Naruto? I don't watch anime, honestly. I know some of my art looks like it's inspired by anime, but I don't actually watch anime. But I do like the anime style. Betty! Betty! Guess who's here, guys? Come! Betty, come! Come here. Look who it is. Why you all wet, girl? What you been doing? Let's take Betty's collar off so that she is free. And showing your phone to your dog. What dog do you have? Okay. Oh, Betty. Oh, I love Yorkshire Terriers. Betty's a lizard, man. What are you doing? Okay, let's get back to the topic anyway. We went off topic. Okay, guys, let me ask you some questions that might make you think deep. Let's see. Okay, I have a question for you guys. Let me know in the chat. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, if you think about something in your life that is the most challenging situation, right? Think about the thing that is the most challenging situation for you right now. What is that trying to teach you? What do you think that challenging situation is trying to teach you? Put it in the chat. What is your biggest challenge right now, guys? And I just need to send a message. Meditation is my biggest... Well, I'm going to go through these in a second, guys. I just need to message someone because they tried to call me. And I don't want to just leave them hanging. Okay, cool. I'm back. Let's see what you're saying. It teaches me to focus on breath. Yes, right? But like every challenge teaches me to focus on my breath. To focus on the present moment. Self-discipline, Hannah. Nice. Okay. Amy, when I type, the live stream stops, but when I send it comes back. That's weird. Meditation can actually be hard. Yes, it can be hard. Because the mind is so powerful and our emotions are so powerful. They can just sweep us away, honestly. But one thing, guys, one tip that I have for you when you're meditating is that if you notice yourself being pulled away by the mind, just know that the fact that you're noticing that means that you're becoming more aware. Like, you're not completely unconscious of it. You're noticing that your mind is being pulled. And then every time you notice that your mind has been pulled and you bring it back to the present moment, you have strengthened that muscle a little bit. So it doesn't matter how many times your mind gets pulled away. It's just that as long as you're bringing it back to the present moment, you're strengthening that muscle of becoming more present. So you have to be... like, celebrate yourself when you do that. Even if your meditation felt really difficult and it felt like you wasn't that present during the meditation, if you brought yourself back a few times and you kept noticing and you kept bringing yourself back, then you're doing amazing, honestly. Biggest challenge is my daily routine. Can I change? What do you want to change about your daily routine, Kumaran? Okay, HS says whether I can make a good decision for me. Interesting. So my question for you is, what is keeping you stuck from making a good decision? Is there many different options that you're trying to choose between? Hi, David Vickers. Welcome back. Nice to see you. I fall asleep during meditation. That's normal. Are you laying down? You might want to try sitting up. Don't put your, if you can do this, if your back allows it, don't even sit back on a chair. Literally sit at the edge of the chair. Or sit outside where it's not too warm. I find if it's really warm, it's easier for me to fall asleep. So if you really want to stay alert, maybe sit outside if it's not really warm outside. Get some fresh air. Do your meditation in nature. David Vickers, I always celebrate myself. Good. Remember to consume natural products like yogurt with avocados and oranges. Drink plenty of water. Thank you, Leon. A message from the gods. Okay, there are two main options, but I'm not really sure which path to take. It's career related. Okay, cool. So what you want to do is you want to go to, you really want to get to, like, understand those two options. And it's like you're being pulled in two different directions, right? So you want to understand the parts of you that are wanting to take those options. So there's two main options. So that means there's two different parts of you that are wanting to go in a different direction. So you want to really get to the root of those different parts of you, understand what they want, what they need, and see if you can find an option that is a solution that meets the needs of both parts of yourself. And this is how you're going to get into alignment. This is also something I do in the one-to-ones. So if you want to go deeper with that, with some guidance, then send me an email. I would love to work with you. I feel kind of sleepy. It's like I am done. I gotta sleep now. Okay, good night. Thank you, Supersonic Supernova, for complimenting my artwork. How often do you stream on here? I stream a lot, like most days, honestly, at the moment, but I also have breaks sometimes. Amy, you could start fan merchandise and have your art on it. That's something I'll do at some point. I have a few art pieces that I want to make into like prints. There's this art piece I did that I really love and I really want to make it into a print because it's great. So one day that will happen. I will have a website soon with my offerings, artwork, my book that I'm writing. I'm creating a course as well. And so there's a lot of stuff that I'm bringing out, guys. It's under construction right now. But I know it will happen. I feel like, you know, I have a feeling these things are going to happen at some point. It's just, I'm not actively planning them all right now. I have to focus my attention on certain things. Yeah, the chat has been good, Dan. Tim, sorry. Thanks, Jake. How did you know it was from IKEA? Harjan, I lost my mom and dad in 2024, and ever since I've been feeling suicidal. I am alone. I have no brother or sister or any relatives. How can I cope? First of all, my love, I just want to send you a massive hug. And I hope you can feel it. And I'm really sorry that you went through that. And I want you to know that you're not alone. But I get why you would feel like that. And it's completely normal to feel like that. I'm sending you so much love and hugs. Please be compassionate with yourself, my love. Grief is something that we have to really be compassionate with ourselves with. You said to me, how can you cope? The one thing that is coming to me right now to tell you is to locate in your body where you're feeling any grief and then send your energy there. Tell yourself, I'm completely here with you now, and just keep doing that all the time. I'm completely here with you now. Really sending yourself compassion. Let yourself let out your emotions. Let yourself fully feel the emotions that are going through your body right now. They need to move. They need to be fully felt and expressed. Everyone in the chat as well, can we just all just send this person some love, Harjan? Just imagine sending love to him or her from your heart. We really can affect each other, guys, through the spiritual realms. Like, telepathically, when we send love out to someone, it will reach them. We might not be able to see it, but it will reach them. That's why I always encourage people when someone's hurting or someone's going through something difficult, is to let's send them love. You know, we are all here together for a reason. This is not an accident. We're all here to be part of this container of love. And we're all brothers and sisters, and so we can support each other. When someone is feeling the challenges of life, the suffering that comes with being human, we need to be here for one another, to send them love. And Harjan, if you need any more support, please do send me an email. Like, I'm here, okay? Have compassion for yourself. Really feel it. Okay. HS, that was great advice to strike a balance between the two. Yes. Well, finding an option that if you get to the bottom of the need, you want to get to the, what it is that each. So basically, when you're trying to decide between two options and you can't decide between two, it's because each of the options provide something for you that is of great value for you. So it means that both of them contain needs that you really value. And so you want to figure out what those values are, what those needs are, and then try to find an option. It might be a different option. You might end up coming up with a completely different option that fills both needs if you can. Or if you can't fill both needs, then you want to put in a list which is the need or the value that is most important to you, and then pick the top one for now. But I would always try to find like the third option that is meeting all the needs, because then you're actually meeting the needs of all the parts of yourself, which is how we are acting in alignment with our full self. Okay, Harjan. My head feels heavy, my chest feels tight, my body feels lifeless every single day. Oh, my love. I feel you. I feel you, hon. Sending you love. Where you feel that tightness in your chest, try to send your energy into that. Like, maybe just take a few moments, like 3 times a day or something, to check in with yourself and really go into that tightness. Like, you don't want to avoid those feelings. You want to go into them. You want to go towards them with your mind, with your direct your consciousness into them. Breathe into it. Feel your, like, follow your breath as you feel into it. That's how you're going to move this emotion. Otherwise it gets stuck. When this happens, you might start to feel a bit lighter. Just keep doing it every day. Know that you are not alone, okay? I know it feels like it right now, but you're not alone. And know that what you're going through is completely normal, okay? Sending you a big, big, big hug. Jake Matthews, I'm feeling a little down myself. I can too use a hug from someone with pretty green eyes. Okay, Jake, well, let's all send Jake a hug. Jake, I'm sending you a hug now. Give yourself a hug as well. We can all imagine giving ourselves a hug. And also, Jake, have compassion for yourself, okay? Notice in your body where you can feel the difficult emotions and try to send your energy into those areas. Or maybe there's one area. Tell yourself you're completely here with yourself. I just say, I'm completely here with you now. I do this every day, guys. Whenever I feel a little bit of anxiety come up or something come up, I'm telling myself I'm completely here with you now. Okay, Harjan, I have kind of lost hope. Days turn into weeks. I don't go outside my bedroom. Anxiety kills me 24/7. Okay. It's normal to lose hope, my love. What you're going through is completely normal. And anyone in the situation that you're going through would feel the same. So just know that it's completely normal. And you don't need to try to change it. At the moment, can you just accept how you're feeling in your body? And allow that feeling to be there as you send compassion to it. It can be really challenging what you're going through, so I really do feel you right now. The anxiety. Just noticing where that anxiety is in your body. Do you know where it is? Can you feel it? Whereabouts it is? Can you help me overcome your fears? I can help you overcome your fears. Can you be more specific? What is it that what is it that you're fearing right now? Do you know? Or is that something that you don't know yet? You don't know why you're in fear. I want everyone here to know that we are channels for the infinite love of the universe. Love is infinite, and we are able to channel it whenever we want by entering into the present moment, receiving love from God or universe or source. Source is love. Just know that at any moment you can open yourself up to the divine source of love that is infinitely flowing. We are never, ever alone. Always connected. Okay. Amy, what do you say about how to heal unrequited love? Well, I would say that if we have been in relationships where we've experienced one-sidedness, meaning we have given more than we have received, and you notice this being a pattern in your life, really what you need to do is to turn inwards and find those parts of yourself that believe that they are not deserving of love. And start to shift those beliefs about yourself. It's all to do with your self-concept. Why are we allowing people to treat us in a way that does not reflect love? There are two types of relationships. On one hand, there are relationships that are healthy, that feel like love, that feel like honoring, that feel complete. They're fun, they're joyous. And on the other hand, we have relationships that feel painful. They feel like attachment, they feel like need. So we have to ask ourselves why we are allowing or opting into these relationships, why we are attached to people that are not honoring us. And we have to find those parts of ourselves that are attached to these relationships, these parts of ourselves that are believing or not believing that we deserve the fullest, complete honoring in relationships. Because when we fully believe that we are love, that we are an infinite source of love, a channel for love, when we realize that we are the one that is always chosen, the one that is wanted, when we believe these things, then we do not settle for any less in our relationships. It's only when we don't have the belief, or we have the beliefs that contradict that we are love, that we allow for relationships that are painful and not honoring us. So know that you are love and you're an infinite source, channel for love. Know that when you choose yourself, others will choose you. When you have strong boundaries, people are invited to treat you in the way that you actually want to be treated. And the ones that are unworthy will fall away. And know that it's okay to let go, because you can never lose what is truly for you. What is meant for you will always find you. Have faith that what is meant for you will always find you. Okay, I've broken up with my girlfriend and now I find no girlfriend. And she was with someone else and it hurts me. My love. Sending you a hug. And it's normal to be hurt, of course. I feel like losing people is one of the most difficult things that we deal with on this planet. Losing our loved ones, it sucks. So please have compassion for yourself. And thanks for sharing. Do you believe that we can be born in the wrong place to where our story is meant to start? Or do you believe astrology can't show us where we should live? I think that on some level, I don't think we can be born in the wrong place. I think we're always in the right place at the right time. However, if we feel the call to go somewhere else, then we absolutely should. And sometimes we need to go somewhere else. Sometimes we need to change of scenery. Sometimes we need to explore, experience different energies to get us out of patterns that we're stuck in. So I absolutely do believe that we should, some of us need to go to other places, but some of us don't. If you feel happy if you feel fulfilled and you feel good being in one place, then that's what you should do, or that's what you can do. Do you believe astrology can't show us where we should live? I do believe astrology can show us where we should live, but I don't go into that. Astrocartography, I think it's called. I haven't looked into it, so I don't know the answer to that one. Love is the ultimate human need. We actually are love. We are channels for love, and we also do need love, yes. We need love from each other. We are a dependent human species, dependent on each other. We need human touch. We need We need love from each other. Mm. Will it be a good idea if I move to a different country, leaving all this negativity and trauma behind? It could be a good idea, because sometimes if the country you're in is reminding you a lot of memories, it might be too painful for you to stay there. So if you're feeling the call to go to a different country, try it. You could always go back. You can always change. This is one thing about life, guys, that we can remind ourselves of if we are scared to change things or scared to make a decision, is that you can always change. You can always do something else if it doesn't feel good. Go somewhere else. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave soon. I really need to just, be with myself and rest. Before I do, I'm gonna say a prayer for us all in the chat. And I invite you guys to close your eyes and take in the prayer if you want to. So everyone just take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale. Feel your body relax, feel your shoulders relax, any tension that you're holding in your jaw, your shoulders, just relax. If you notice any tightness in the body, any difficult emotions in the body, just send in love to those feelings now. And I'm just going to open up this prayer by saying, Dear God, thank you for being with us. Thank you to our spirit guides, our spiritual team, our angels, whatever you connect with, guys, in the chat. Maybe it's your higher self, maybe it's just God. Thank you for being with us and guiding us along this journey. Please help us to be compassionate with ourselves. Please help us to soften anything that is really tight in the body right now. Please help us to release anything that is keeping us stuck and become aware of anything that needs to be made conscious so that we can continue to serve in the way that we are meant to serve on this planet. Please help us to really go towards anything in our body right now, any emotions, any challenging emotions, so that they can be transmuted. Please allow us to be present, to clear any negative thoughts, any negative patterns. Please help us to be rooted, anchored in this present moment so that we can show up as our best, highest self. And dear God, please help us through any challenges that we're going through at the moment. We open ourselves up to the infinite intelligence of the universe and allow love to be channeled through our bodies. May we be a source of light for anyone that needs our love at this time on this planet. Please help us to spread love and joy as much as we possibly can. And we realize that there is a lot of darkness on the planet right now, a lot of conflict, people suffering. And so please, let us pray for the people on the planet that are currently in pain. Please help them. Please allow us to be a light for them, so that we can start bringing more consciousness onto the planet instead of fear. Please help us to choose love instead of fear, and become aware of any thoughts that are rooted in fear so that we can transform them into love and choose the higher path. We are all capable of becoming aware of our divinity. We're all capable of becoming aware of our power, and each of us needs to be reminded, and God, please help us to all be reminded of our power and our unique gifts right now on this planet. Please show us all how we can be of service so that our magic and medicine can grant others to believe that anything is possible. Please show us how we can be of service in a way that is in harmony with our nature. Thank you, God. I open myself up to all of the infinite possibilities and opportunities, connecting me with the people in my life that need to be connected to me in order for me to play out my purpose, my highest purpose on this planet. I open myself up to meeting the people that are most aligned with me right now. Please, God, allow them to come into my life. And may I be reminded once again that love is infinite and I am its channel, and so it is. Thank you, God. Thank you for another beautiful day on earth. Thank you for another day to experience life in this body. May I be reminded that this body is not going to be here forever. That I have a limited amount of time on this planet. And so may I be grateful for every moment that I get to spend here. Thank you. Amen. Okay, guys. Have a beautiful day, guys. And if you did like this, if you got any value from this live, please click the like button and subscribe. I would love to see you here again. And look, I have a tear in my eye, guys. That prayer made me emotional, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sending you all so much love, honestly. I'm really feeling the heaviness on the planet right now, so it's a lot. And so I really want to just go and send compassion into my body, and I hope that you all do the same. And I'll see you again, maybe tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow. And yeah, if not, it'll be soon. Peace, namaste, have a beautiful day. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to do a one-to-one with me, then email me and we can chat about it if you want to go deeper. Goodbye everyone, love you.